It is Metal Monday, and today we're looking at a band from New Delhi. And according to their website, they seamlessly fuse Indian folk with metal to devastating effect.
I love the whoop underneath.
I put a fist to the face of a rapist, and yeah, I take this for the viewing pleasure of the nameless faces, he disgraces, and yeah, one day I may change his kind with my mind, but I won't bow to the beast, never make peace and feast on if you're gonna let it eat to the white beat, but I gotta beat another beat, I'm gonna get the home in the seat, delete, going off like a time bomb, white heat, trickle out like a python, bonafide on my side, then we're gonna ride on up into your mind, and then we're gonna
It's so fast! I think I'm going to need a moment to process everything that I'm hearing in this. The themes are obviously a lot. I love the use of the imagery of Vishnu. I don't know much about Hinduism, but I do know Vishnu, and it's one of the most famous images of Hinduism. And as far as I know, Vishnu is like the protector or the preserver, so this makes so much sense within the theme of this. Maybe they're like invoking Vishnu as this force of good. That first line, whoa. I mean, please do. Please do. The vocals are so amazingly rapid fire within the rap. It's so clear and crisp. You can hear all the consonants. That's really, really important. Understanding where all your consonants lie, where you place your tongue, and making that really, really clean so that each sound is like a little percussive beat. And it's actually happening a little bit within that growl section. That's so fast as well. You have so much movement within the mouth, within the tongue as well as creating that really distorted effect. I'm gonna have to go back and listen because I can't I can't process everything that was going on there.
I put a fist to the face of a rapist, and yeah, I take this for the viewing pleasure of the nameless faces, he disgraces, and yeah, one day I may change his kind with my mind, but I won't bow to the beast, never make peace and feast on if you're gonna let it eat to the white beat, but I gotta beat another beat, I'm gonna get the home in the seat, dead beat, delete, going off like a time bomb, white heat, trickle out like a python, bonafide on my side, then we're gonna ride on up into your mind, and then we're gonna...
I love how he's playing around with rhythms. You get that slow rhythm at the start, so you really understand what's happening and what he's saying, and then he kind of flows, which I think are matching the drums. I'm gonna have a listen properly to this, and I'm wondering, and I'm not entirely sure, maybe you guys can tell me more about this, if it's coming from some traditional Indian rhythmic patterns. The mix of instruments is so cool.
Oh, I love the layering. Yeah.
It's so fast, and then those big held open growls. It sounds like false chord growls to me. You can hear because it has that kind of thicker, less staticky sound, a bit more of a heavier sound. It's really nice and open. Often he's shaping his mouth towards a vowel, which makes it more incredible that he's able to enunciate everything now. I'm pretty sure it's not in English. And a false chord growl is produced as the air moves past your false vocal folds, which are bits of tissue above the true vocal folds. The true vocal folds are the ones that vibrate and create the sound when you're making clean singing. But a false chord growl is when those bits come across, you move your vocal cords out of the way, and those vibrate instead. And it creates kind of that sound. Actually, sometimes people, if they have damaged vocal cords, can transfer onto the false vocal folds, and you hear people with kind of a gritty, gruff voice if they've had a lot of damage to their vocal folds. It might be that they're actually using their false vocal folds to create sound rather than their true vocal folds. I think what we're hearing in the background is a shene. I need to check this out. The most similar thing I can think of in the orchestra is maybe a clarinet or an oboe. I think it might have an oboe-like reed. It has quite a distinctive cutting sound, and I think we're hearing that underneath as well. This. I think it's that. Oh. I don't know whether to dance or cry with this actually, to be honest.
Baby, get with it again. God got you in
yes.
my sights, motherfucker, it's a headshot. You up on the spot and you saw the rod. Yeah. No man, yes all men, need all men. Who always all men can't be with
yes.
Well, then you see yourself to get involved in talking all in, do more points of war. Can't talk to dead, we leave it raw. Bloody galore, we clean up the core and we do it for her to.
Yes. Consent, better get with it. Thank you. Not all men, yes. All men, we need all the men for what we're solving. We need everyone to get on board to solve the problem because it is everywhere. It's quite emotional for me. It's really nice to see this actually. I didn't expect this to be here in this song. And it's nice to hear it within something that is so empowering.
We clean up the core and we do it for her to. Anarchy up in the patriarchy and we love it. We done Ashkenazi, so now we're here. No man and no woman, it's the people that are running. Listen for that engine, cause now we gon' be gunning.
You know what is so impressive is that this is such an important message, but they have to be able to carry that, and both of their breath supports, spot on. It's really, really important both in rapping, but particularly in distorted and gruff and growl tones. And you can see both of them are actually fairly relaxed. They're able to move around because their body doesn't have to be so tense. Recently I did a podcast with an osteopath called Jenny Morton, but she also trained in psychology and she also used to work in the West End and was a dancer and a singer, and she has this brilliant combination of skills. And one of the things she said to me, I was like, when we're displaying anger or aggression in music, people often tense up. And she was like, yeah, but that isn't pure anger. When you're being truly aggressive, when you're truly angry and you're really letting it go, you are free. You are like, And one of the things I think we need to find both with aggressive expression and technique is finding that freedom. It is using enough breath, but you're not driving it and slamming it. You're kind of pressing the breath through. You're using your diaphragm to slowly squeeze it out rather than drive it out. And you're free. And I had never really thought of that before, because within myself, and I think within so many of us, our anger can be quite suppressed and it doesn't have that feeling of freedom with it, because we're used to being like, I'm angry, I've got to dial that back. But in a song like this, that is your time to let it fly, live within that feeling. In fact, it is probably really, really good sublimation and catharsis. There, this guy. Oh. It's so beautiful and flowing with that driving, energetic force. It feels very spiritual. Now, how did this band come about? Well, Karen, who plays the guitars, he used to have a YouTube channel where he did covers of Bollywood songs, but metal covers, and he wanted to find a singer, and eventually he teamed up with the singers here and created the entire band. And at first they did covers, and then they created their own music. And apart from creating amazing, really important music like this, they also do some great collaborations. Like on one of their songs, they did a collaboration with a mental health charity and gave out free prepaid counselling sessions along with their song. Like, this is so cool. And it's like electronic as well. It's so cool.
Yeah, now if you're straight, time to turn back and run with the pack. It's time to fight, yeah, we got the ammo to stack. Fuck every man for himself.
Yes!
It's every man for every man.
Yeah!
And everybody else. I raise a fist for the nameless faces. He disgraces, raise a fist for the nameless faces. He disgraces, and yeah, one day I may change his kind with my mind. One day I may change his kind with my mind. Raise a fist for the nameless faces. He disgraces.
I love this build and the repetition with the scream underneath, just so well done. The constant change of rhythm throughout keeps it so interesting. The unusual use of synths, of rapping, of metal, of Indian traditional instruments.
For the nameless faces, he disgraces, and yeah, one day I may change his kind with my mind. One day I may change his kind with my mind. Raise a fist for the nameless faces. He disgraces, raise a fist for the nameless faces. He disgraces, and yeah, one day I may change his kind with my mind. One day I may change his kind, but until then,
You got a bit false chord there. Oh, that was so brilliant. I loved the theme. I loved all the instrumentation. I loved the vocals. We need more music like this. Before you go, I have just released my very own album, Fable. It's available on my website, bethaurores.com, as well as on Bandcamp, and it's a story of darkness into light. It's a bit Celtic-y, although the dark side's a bit dark Celtic-y. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.